Nick.
Hello, Michael again.
I hear you have a commission for me.
I do, and yeah, Michael's very kindly offered to help out. He's going to do some artwork for the Magical Moon, so it's really exciting. You may or may not know he's ultra talented. They are very special, the prints that he does. He's very modest about his talents, but he's going to put something together, and we're going to try and incorporate that bit of magic in our logo, but we're also going to talk about different options. So it's just roughing through the ideas, and then Michael's very kind as to say going to draw something out. So this is the preliminary stage.
Yeah. So from what I've gathered, you know, obviously at the beginning of your videos, you have like it sort of comes up. It's like a picture, and it's got a moon with a boy sat in it, and the logo of the moons, and there's balloons and clouds and stars and things like that. But obviously, I think that would make a beautiful print, but obviously I would like to do that as a watercolor illustration, so almost like a children's book illustration.
Yeah.
And I think that would look much nicer, so that you can use that, not just obviously, because the one you have, you can't really print that or anything like that, or put it on a t-shirt or anything like that. So I think what we should do is sort of redesign it based on the original, and then I think that would be really good. You can even probably sell that as prints maybe, which will help, you know, with the charity and things like that.
Yeah.
But then you can also use it as a logo, you know, for your videos,
yeah,
whatever. So
so
from what I remember, there is, I mean, I've done some sketches here. There is, so here we've done a sort of list. So the things that are in, so we've got the moon, obviously like that. And I thought it'd be nice to have some clouds and things like that. And obviously, what is the moons? Well, Jenny does her bears and restoring bears and things like that. This is one that you made. This is one that Jenny made, and this is one that Jenny restored. It won't sit up. There we go. So obviously we need bears.
Yeah.
A horse, of course. So I think we might do sort of like, please excuse my rough drawing. This is just a really rough sketch. Like, so you've got like a horse, like, and I think it will be like flying through the moon, you know, and with its tail out, and maybe even could have some sort of like angel wings, because obviously, you know, once they've done their time,
yeah,
they
fly free.
So it could be, that is really bad, but it's just to get a layout. So and then obviously, I think it would be nice to have maybe Oscar and Rupert just sort of stood here. Just going to do stickmen for now, just as a layout. Like, there we go, holding hands, maybe stood in the moon. And then what I could do is they could almost be in silhouette, and then the moon could be sort of glowing and illuminate the sides of them.
Yeah.
And then we could have maybe, like here, I've done one with the bear poking up, hot air balloon. So what I think we'll do is, I think all of these individual elements, so the horse, I think I'll paint that as a separate watercolor, like an illustration on its own. And then the moon on its own with the clouds and the stars. Say the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
That would make a beautiful illustration just on its own. And then an illustration of a bear and all the different elements. What I'll do is I'll do them all as separate illustrations so that they're larger, they have more detail in them. And then I will take all of those elements and I will composite them together in Photoshop to a beautiful sort of like illustration. But then I think then you'll have all the individuals. So you have the hot air balloon that you can sell as a print. You have a bear, and then you've obviously got a collection of artworks. So you can have like all of them together, and then you could have all of them separately as well.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
And then you'll have sort of like, you know, like 6 illustrations.
Yeah, and it encapsulates everything. So the idea is to get everything about the magical moons and the horses, the legends, all in one. But as you say, that comes from all the different
elements. Yeah, so I think for me as well, it'd be easier for me to paint them separately because I'll be able to get more detail into them. They'll be larger. It's easier to shrink something down than it is to like expand it, you know.
Yeah.
So also, we need a version with the moons written across it, so I'll have to hand paint like your logo, but I'll do that separately as well, so it can be overlaid, obviously, you know, so that you've got that without the moons written on it, and then one with. Yeah. And for me, it'll make it, because I'm a bit like, I need to compartmentalize everything, otherwise my brain like short circuits.
There's a lot going on.
So if I can just say, today we're going to do the bear, tomorrow we're going to do the horse, and you know, like, and then over a week or a couple of weeks, I can get all of these together, and then finally I'll bring them all together.
Yeah, that'd be
lovely.
And
then I'll hand over the files, and then you do what the hell you like with them.
Thanks. It's all legit, you know, it'd be brilliant, and that's something which is going to massively help us, and I think it would be a lovely addition to what we're, you know, working towards in the future. And we have spoke about merchandise, and I think that's something where this would come into play. As you say, if we've got the individual elements, people can have those. That's the possibility.
If somebody
to
says,
have that.
well, you know, I love the logo, but I really love that beautiful hot air balloon. I'd love that as a print. Well, there you go. It's separate. So so I think that's a great way to proceed with this. Like, do it all separately and put it together afterwards.
Brilliant.
So there you go. So let's do it.
When I gave the word, now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound